Sir, can I go?
I think I like it better stirred.
Welcome to a very special episode of Moonranker. I'm Paul.
And I am Emilio Largo.
And tonight we're going to be doing something a little bit different.
Yes, tonight we are going to rate all of Sean Connery's James Bond movies. That's all 7,
Yes.
even though we've only recorded episodes for 5 of them. But we'll explain that in a little bit. But yes, tonight we will rate all 7 of Sean Connery's James Bond movies, beginning from 7 all the way up to 1. Or, if you prefer, 007 to double... No, that doesn't make sense. Let's do 001 to 007.
Yes.
We'll put 007 at the top.
We only watch 5
That's right.
Sean Connery James Bond movies.
That's right. Because we're not stupid enough to watch the 2 last ones. So, you might be wondering, gee, Paul and Emilio, what are the 2 bottom James Bond movies? Well, that's easy. At 001 sits the nefarious and infamous Never Say Never Again, which unfortunately stars a much, much older Sean Connery, coming back as James Bond. It's from a fallout from the guy that wrote Thunderball. Got into a legal battle with the Broccoli's, and eventually he earned the right to film his own version of Thunderball, but he could not use any of the MGM trappings. So we have a Bond movie without the music, we've got it's Largo again as the villain. Kim Basinger, unfortunately, is the Bond girl in my book. And then we've got that really dumb 80s video game they play against each other.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so,
Must be timely.
yeah,
Must be timely.
yes. So Never Say Never Again, I would rate as 001, the lowest of the nadir of the Sean Connery movies. Paul, would you rate it that low as well?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. In fact, my number, what number 7?
Well, 001 is the lowest.
001, yes. My 001 is Diamonds Are Forever because of Jill St. John.
Oh.
Now, which makes my number 2, my 002, Never Say Never, for 2 reasons. 3. 1, no Jill St. John. And 2, Barbara Carrera and Valerie Leone.
Oh, forgot about them.
Yeah.
That means my 002 is Diamonds Are Forever, which, a little backstory, before we started the whole Moonranker series, we sat down and, as a test case, watched Diamonds Are Forever.
Well, we watched it because you had called out that Bionic Woman.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah. Bionic Woman had ripped it off. And unfortunately, I just don't feel like watching it again. I think for me, it's the law of diminishing returns. Every time I watch that movie, I find more things I don't like about it. And I think number 1 for me is it's sort of the worst of the Blofelds, corniest of the plots, Bambi and Thumper, Jill St. John.
Who never got any better.
No, she's awful. And I think for me, the worst part of it is Sean Connery, because he is not the 60s Bond anymore. He is a 1970s Bond, and he looks awful. That's what makes it my second lowest rated movie of all of James Bond movies.
The song's pretty good.
Yeah, I do like the theme song. Yeah.
I could go my whole life never watching either one of those again.
Correct. I could sit through, if I had to, if forced to, I could watch Diamonds Are Forever. But again, if I had to. But Never Say Never, I just no desire to. At least Diamonds Are Forever has the trappings.
So you're saying you'll never?
I will never see Never Say Never again.
Whatever.
At our 003 level, what do you have, Paul?
What's funny is I labeled mine the opposite way, so
I know. So
I have to go
I'm
up.
relabeling mine right now.
Yes, yes. Okay, so yes, so my 003 is From Russia with Love.
Hmm. Okay.
It I don't know why it scored so low. One of the things that Mark and I were talking about before we started this
Yeah.
was it's interesting how the movies that you remember as being your favorites, when you're ranking them and by their parts, it's then it's not going to be the same. So my list kind of surprised me a little bit,
Yeah.
but yeah, no,
Okay. From Russia with Love. All right. My 003 ended up being Doctor No.
hmm,
Um, which when we talk about our like of the movies, we'll get to that. So yeah, I'm not surprised. I think um, the death of Coral, uh, we had our discussion about our Bond girl in it,
yeah,
and so I think that killed the vibe a bit for me, and brought it lower than I would have thought it was. So yeah, Doctor No being that low does surprise me,
yeah.
but
I thought for sure my Doctor No was going to be lower, but
right,
it again using the ranking system,
yeah,
it surprised me.
yep.
Seven sound.
All right, how about your 004?
My 004 also surprised me.
Yes.
Thunderball.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that's
I
a shock.
know.
That's a shock.
I had figured Thunderball would have been my first one,
Correct.
the
Yeah,
top of my list.
yes.
But I have kind of like a piecemeal memory of what Thunderball is, and I think I'm just conflating it with other James Bond parts, even though
Okay.
we just saw them. But yeah, I was shocked because one, it is my favorite James Bond theme,
Hmm.
and it floors me that it scored as low as it did.
Wow, that's
I
shocking.
know.
That's bigger than my surprise because my surprise number four, 004, is what I assumed was always my favorite James Bond movie, is From Russia with Love.
Hmm.
And so I can't believe it scored as low as it did. And it's significantly lower than the next movies. And that's what shocked me. I could see if it were a very tight race with one or
Hmm.
2 points difference,
Hmm.
but for some reason, From Russia with Love is a lot lower. And I guess it's like you said, I have fond memories of watching that with my parents. It was their favorite. That was
Yeah.
their favorite
Yeah.
James Bond movie. I do think it's closer to the books, which is why I do like it. But I think the Bond girl and some of the other elements make it, and sort of some of the elements that haven't survived well into this
Yeah.
age.
There's that.
There's that. So, but yeah, I was shocked because that, hands down, if anyone asks, I always say From Russia with Love is my favorite. So I was like you, shocked where it
Yeah.
ended up.
Yeah. And it's so good, but
It is.
when you're doing the ranking and you take each individual part,
Yeah. There's a big difference between what really is well made
yeah.
versus your own personal memories and
Yeah.
your own favorites. So you can forgive things as your own favorite, and it's colored by, like I said, my parents watching it.
Hmm.
So that's why I always liked it. And
Yeah.
so um,
Like
if we're just like analyzing it cold and
right.
this versus this, then yeah, it felt
Right. Like if we took our top rated, because we rated these movies on 7 merits.
yes.
And if we took our top merits from each movie, it would be interesting to see what kind of movie we would have.
Correct. That's true. Well, that would be interesting. Maybe we'll do that real quick at the end. So we're now moving to 005. What is your 005?
My 005 surprises me. Dr. No.
Okay.
I didn't enjoy it as much as I did some of the other ones, but some of the aspects of it just kind of catapulted it higher than the
Okay.
rest.
Okay.
So it kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, my 005 is You Only Live Twice, which as a kid was one of my favorite James Bond movies.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the issue now. So now as an adult, um I mean I still love, if I only had to score on Tiger Tanaka, then
Yeah,
that would be my favorite James Bond movie
that's
of all
what I'm
time.
talking
I
about.
love Tiger Tanaka. But repeat viewings has, and of course I think also Austin Powers has kind of it's the one that he stole from the most.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's been hit. So it took a lot of hits when I was rating it like on its
Yeah.
merits. And I mean, it still has a little, um, I have a soft spot for it. But yeah, it's just, you can kind of see the problems with it now as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to 006. We're almost there. We're almost to the top.
We're almost to the top.
Yes. What is your 006?
You only live twice. I think if I took the finale and the secret layer from You Only Live Twice
Mhm.
and put it into Thunderball, I'd have what I think is Thunderball.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
That's
Yeah.
what I think
Yeah,
happened.
that's right. You merge the two movies together.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a good movie. That would be a good ending. Yeah, because with Thunderball ends with sort of the boat chase.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, so my 006 is Goldfinger, which compared to what is going to be my 007, it's a bit lower. So a lot of my Bond movies scored a lot lower than the very top one, and so for me, Goldfinger. I mean, I think in any top 10 lists of James Bond movies, Goldfinger would be at the top.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably one of the biggest grossing Sean Connery ones, if not the biggest grosser. It's what they finally got all the elements of what makes a James Bond movie together in Goldfinger, and quite frankly, I think it just has a really cool plot.
Yeah.
Um,
Once we analyzed it and realized why everybody fell asleep and
yeah,
that kind of stuff, it turned out to be really cool.
Yeah, so that one went as an adult went way up. Now I loved Goldfinger as a kid, but wasn't always. I'd prefer to watch another one before Goldfinger.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, as far as like the merits of the film itself, it's way high up there.
Yeah. Which is why I was always bored watching it when I was a little kid, because I liked Bond movies when they went to other locations,
Yeah.
more than just like Goldfinger because it takes place in the States.
Yeah, it does, and yeah, and I think when I was a kid, I kind of remember being confused by the Two Sisters plot.
Yeah. Well, Two Sisters part's one of my favorite parts of it.
Well, as an adult, yes,
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
But
now.
as a young man,
Let's just get to the killing.
it gets to the killing. Well, I mean, she does get killed.
Yeah.
Actually, they both get killed. But I don't know. It's a slow burn. For a kid, it's a slow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So drum roll. Your 007, Paul.
All that having been said,
Yeah,
Goldfinger.
of course. That's all that was left.
Yes, basically, yes.
Does that surprise you that it was number one?
Yes, because of all the things I just said.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
You
yes,
know.
yes.
I will take Thunderball or You Only Live Twice any day of the week over Goldfinger, but on a scale rating the sum of its parts,
Mm-hmm.
Goldfinger.
Yeah. So mine ended up. So my 007 does not surprise me. I would have said, and it's Thunderball. I would have thought Thunderball was 006 in my book. I like I said in my head, when I think of movies that I love, I would put From Russia with Love and then Thunderball right underneath.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that Thunderball is at the top, I think, is a good measure of the movie. And for me, Thunderball has everything in it. So it's got I love the Spectre stuff. It's and we get more locations. Emilio Largo,
no relation.
no relation. Is a great villain. I think. Domino is great.
Largo is the kind of villain that I immediately think of when I think of James Bond villains.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorites.
He is. Yeah, mine too. And the plot is really cool. It's just plain old extortion.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Yeah.
I love that idea. And I think the only thing that taints it a little bit is I do like the beginning, the fight with the Spectre spy and as pretending to have died.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it really points wise is way above the rest. And so which I don't know, maybe but clearly my love of the movies, my personal love didn't influence it, because otherwise From Russia with Love would have been a lot higher.
Yeah.
So I think Thunderball is just a good movie, a solid movie. So and it's the way I remember it.
Yeah.
I didn't mix it up, so that might have helped.
This just proves that standardized tests don't work.
Correct. That's correct. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what kind of movie we could put together from all the best.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do that another time.
Yes, another time. Overall, looking back at Sean Connery, just a amazing set of movies. Launched so much stuff.
Yeah.
From all of it.
Yeah. Created so many tropes.
Yes.
Created so many plots that have been used and reused.
Affected the whole je ne sais quoi of the 60s. I mean,
Yes.
It was basically the window dressing for the 60s. One of the window dressings for the 60s.
Which is why Diamonds Are Forever was awful.
Yes, that's why you can feel the 70s in it. You can feel...
And it's all the worst aspects of the 70s.
His suits look terrible. His hair looks terrible. He just doesn't look... He's tired. He doesn't... Yeah, it's not 60s cool. It's 70s schlock.
Pretty much.
Which, speaking of 70s schlock, if you would like Moonraker to continue, let us know in the comments below. We would be on to... Our plan would be to move right into Roger Moore. We'll come back to On Her Majesty's Secret Service. We have an idea for pairing it up with some other Bond movies.
Yeah.
So we would have to watch the Roger Moore movies. So either that or maybe go down below if you've watched a few of these, but you're like, you know what, if you guys did it this way, I'd be wanting to watch it more.
Yeah.
I mean, would you rather just us rate the movie, period? I see a lot of popular top 10 James Bond villains, top 10, cars, top 10 this. Is that what we have to do to make everyone happy?
I'm not above full frontal.
No, So, I mean, if you want top 10 stuff, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We can do from now on.
Yeah.
And that might make it easier on us than having to... I'll just remind Paula what the Roger Moore movies are. This one sucks.
There's a couple I want to see out of curiosity, so I'm willing to keep going. But I titled this episode Part 1.
Correct. Part
2 is entirely up to you.
That's right. That's correct. No pressure.
Nope, not at all.
No pressure.
Nope.
But you might want to check under your seat for the electric buzzer that slides you into fire if you don't want more Moonraker.
Sorry, looking at you, L Space Archives.
That's right. Spread the word.
Yes.
I'll be through, just like the country.
Well, having said all that,
yes.
I'm Paul.
I'm Emilio Largo.
And this has been Moonraker.
Cheers to Moonraker. I was thirsty.
Oh.
I'll pretend.
I'm gonna do that again. I would be a terrible martini drinker.
Oh yes, that's very sophisticated.
Not too tart? Not too sweet?
No, not too bad. Yeah. All right, how about your 004?
My 004? From Russia with love.
Didn't you just say that?
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, I thought I said, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me your pen.
Okay. Yeah, do the 00s.
No, it's not that. I just got to cross them out.
Oh.
All right. Now I want to.
Sorry, I couldn't see. Okay, and so now...
Pull your patch down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're starting to drift down.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I know. It's my head. Yeah. No wonder Largo was so angry at event. It hurts.